Assalamu alaikum viewer, I am Dua Baloch. This is a Surah Al-Isra English translation. I hope you will like it and enjoy. 1. Glory be to him who carried his servant by night from the holy mosque at Mecca to the distant mosque at Jerusalem, the precincts of which, 2. We have blessed, that we might show him some of our signs. In fact, he alone is the all-hearing, the all-seeing. 2. And, similarly, we gave Moses the scripture, and we made it a guidance for the children of Israel, saying, Take no one as disposer of affairs apart from me. 3. O you the progeny of those whom we bore, in the ark, with Noah, to protect them from the deluge, he was indeed a grateful servant of ours. 4. And in the scripture we have conveyed to the children of Israel with certainty, saying, Twice you shall create disorder in the land, and shall surely become exceedingly overbearing and arrogant. 5. So when, in 588 BC the time for the first of the two warnings came, we roused against you, O children of Israel. Some of our servants possessed of great valor and might in warfare, and they penetrated into the innermost recesses of your country and habitations. Indeed, it was a warning about the punishment of Allah bound to be carried out. 6. Then we gave you back the power to prevail over these enemies of yours through Cyrus and Zerubbabel, and we helped you with various possessions and sons, and we increased your manpower militarily. 7. We said, if you did good, you did it for your own selves, and if you did evil, it was only to the same end. So when the time for carrying out the latter warning came, we raised certain other people, Romans under Titus in 70 AD, against you to destroy your glory, so that they might do evil to you and your leading men and invade and enter the mosque at Jerusalem in the same way as others of your enemies had invaded and entered it the first time, and so that they might destroy utterly all that they had conquered. 8. Still it is well nigh that your Lord will again have mercy on you through Islam, but if you return to mischief, we warn, we too will return to our punishment. We have made Gehenna a prison house for the ungrateful. 9. This Qur'an, assuredly, guides to that which is most upright and gives to the believers who do righteous deeds the glad tidings that there awaits them a great reward. 10. And also warns that we have grievous punishment in store for those who do not believe in the hereafter. 11. As it is, many a time, a human being prays and calls for evil to himself as he ought to pray and call for good. Human being is ever extremely hasty. 12. And we have made the night and the day, such as they became, two signs, in a way that we obliterated the sign of the night, darkness of ignorance and disbelief, and we displayed the sign of the day as sight, giving that you may seek the bounty of your Lord, and that you may learn, from the alternation of night and day, the computation of years and the science of all sorts of counting and measuring. We have clearly explained everything in detail. 13. And every human being we have made his deeds cling to his neck, and on the day of resurrection we shall bring out for him a book, recording all his deeds, which he will find wide open. 14. It will be said to him, Read your book. Sufficient is your own conscience this day as a reckoner against you. 15. He who follows the right way follows it to his own good, and he who goes astray, surely he goes astray to his own loss. And no soul that bears the burden shall bear the burden of another. And we never punish unless we have sent a messenger. 16. And when we intend to destroy a township, we, first, address our command to its lawless people who lead lazy lives, to show obedience, but they revolt therein so that it stands condemned, and we destroy it with an utter destruction. 17. In accordance with this rule of ours, we have destroyed many a generation after Noah. And your Lord suffices as one who is aware and beholder of the sins of his servants. 18. For him who desires the present, transitory, life, only, we shall hasten an immediate reward for him in this very life, giving what we will to whom we will. But we have prepared Gehenna for him, he shall enter it condemned and rejected. 19. As for those who choose the hereafter and strive for it, the striving that is its due, and are believers, it is these whose striving shall find favor with their Lord. 20. To all of them, these who hanker after this world, as well as those whose choice is the life to come, we render aid, and this is out of the bounty of your Lord. The bounty of your Lord is not confined to any one section of the people. 21. Behold, how we have exalted some of them over others in the present life, yet the hereafter holds out greater degrees of rank and confers greater merits and excellence. 22. Do not set up another god with Allah, lest you remain debased and forsaken. 23. Your Lord has enjoined you to worship none but Him and to be good to parents. If either or both attain old age, while living with you, never say to them, Fie, any word expressive of disgust or dislike, nor reproach them by your action. Rather address them with kind and respectful words always. 24. And lower to them the wings of submissiveness out of tenderness, treating them with humility and compassion. And say, praying for them, my Lord, have mercy upon them just as they nourished and brought me up as a child. 25. Your Lord knows very well what is in your minds. If He will find that you are righteous, surely He is a great protector of those who turn to Him for forgiveness again and again. 26. And give to the near of kin and the needy and the wayfarer their dues, and do not squander your wealth wastefully. 27. Certainly, the squanderers are like Satan's, and Satan is always ungrateful to his Lord. 28. If you have to turn away from them seeking the mercy from your Lord that you hope for, even then speak to them a kind word. 29. And do not keep your hand shackled to your neck, out of miserliness, nor stretch it out to an entire stretching, extravagantly, lest you sit down reproached, incurring blame, and exhausted, on becoming penniless. 30. Surely, your Lord multiplies His provisions and means of livelihood for such of His people as He will, and He measures it out, justly, for He is well aware and seeing of the true needs of His people inside out. 31. And do not kill your children for fear of want. It is we who provide for them as well as for you. Indeed, the killing of them is a great sin. 32. And keep away from adultery and fornication. Surely, it is an abominable act and an extremely evil practice. 33. And do not kill anyone, the sanctity of which Allah has upheld, and has forbidden you to slay, except for a just cause. And we have given, of course, to the heir of the person who is killed unjustly the right to demand retribution or to forgive. But let him not exceed the prescribed limits in killing the murderer, because he is indeed helped and protected by law. 34. And go not near to utilize the property of an orphan, except in the fairest manner and intention, in favor of the orphan, until he attains his age of full strength, when the property is to be returned to him, and fulfill your agreements, for every agreement is certainly questioned about and has to be accounted for. 35. And give full measure when you measure out, and weigh with a right and even balance. That is best and most commendable in the long run. 36. And do not follow and utter that of which you have no knowledge. Surely, the ear and eye and the heart, all of these, shall be called upon to account for it. 37. And do not walk haughtily in the land, for you cannot, thus, rend the earth asunder, nor can you match the mountains in height. 38. All these doings are such that the evil in them is simply hateful in the sight of your Lord. 39. These teachings are a part of the wisdom which your Lord has revealed to you, and the basis of all these acts of righteousness is that you set up no other God beside Allah, lest you be cast into Gehenna condemned, rejected. 40. Disbelievers, has your Lord favored you with sons and chosen for Himself daughters from among the angels? Surely most grievous is the blasphemy you utter. 41. And certainly in this Qur'an we have explained for the people the truth in a variety of forms that they may take heed and become great. But their condition is such that it increases them only in aversion. 42. Say, had there been other gods as they allege beside Him, the one God, in that case these polytheists would have certainly sought out, by their help, a way to the Lord of the mighty throne. 43. glory be to him. And far high indeed be he exalted above the things these polytheists say. 44. The seven heavens, the earth and all those inhabiting them extol his glory. In fact, there is not even a single thing but glorifies him with his true and perfect praise, but you do not understand their glorification. Verily, most forbearing is he, great protector. 45. And when you recite the Qur'an, we place between you and those who do not believe in the hereafter an impregnable screen. 46. And we cover their hearts with veils and plug their ears with something heavy, lest they should understand it. And when you mention the name of your Lord, who is the only one, in the Qur'an, they turn their backs on it in aversion. 47. We know very well the purpose of their listening when they listen to you, and the purpose with which they confer, when they confer in private, and, when the unjust say, you follow none but a man who is defrauded and deprived of reason. 48. Behold, how they coin similitudes to depict you, as a result of which they have gone astray, so they will not be able to find a way of their salvation. 49. And they also say, what? When we are reduced to bones and, that too, broken particles of dust, shall we then be really raised again to a new life? 50. Say, yes, even if you be reduced to stones or iron. 51. Or some other creation yet more hard, that you can possibly conceive, in your mind, even then you shall be raised to a new life. Thereupon they will say, who will restore us to life? Say, the same who originated you the first time. At this, then, they will shake their heads at you, expressing wonder and disbelief in being raised, and will say, when will it come to pass? Say, maybe it is near. 52. This promise will be fulfilled on the day when he will call you forth. Then you will respond to him, saying his praises, and you will think that you have tarried in the world only for a little while. 53. And say to my servants that they should speak only what is gracious, for Satan is keen to provoke discord among them. Satan indeed is an enemy to the people, disuniting one another. 54. Your Lord knows you best. He will have mercy on you if he will, or he will punish you if he will. And we have not sent you to be a disposer of their affairs, authorizing you to punish them or reward them. 55. And your Lord knows best those that are in the heavens and on the earth. And most surely we have exalted some of the prophets above others, and it is we who gave David the Zabur, the Psalms. Thank you for watching Al Namel Tip channel. Please subscribe this channel.